What's up, everybody? I am redoing today's Friday Live because I broke my microphone and I did a 25-minute live stream with no audio. So, I'm Jasmine Bryant, the founder and creator of Fear No Video. I'm your brand visibility coach, helping women coaches, business owners, speakers, and authors over 40 to overcome their camera shyness, create consistent content that actually leads to sales and boosts their brand. And so today we're talking about something that I know a lot of people need, and that is creating consistent content without the burnout. And we've all been there. We're trying to juggle our businesses, our families, our personal lives, all while still showing up online. It can be tough. But I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll have some practical tips to keep that content flowing without feeling completely overwhelmed. So let's dive in. Consistency, that is key when it comes to visibility, but I want to break down why it matters because when you show up regularly, whether it's through video, whether it's your posts or your stories, you stay at the top of the mind of your audience and they start to expect to hear from you. And that expectation leads to trust. Trust leads to engagement. Engagement leads to sales. Sales leads to the life that you want. It's that simple. But here's the thing, being consistent doesn't mean posting every single day. It doesn't mean filming hours of content. It just means you need to show up on a regular schedule that works for you and it aligns with what your audience needs or wants. So, like some of my clients, they've seen a big boost in sales just by posting 2 to 3 times a week. So, let go of that pressure to be everywhere every day. Now, as your brand visibility coach, I am a huge supporter of being everywhere, like being all the places, but start with one, okay? And don't have to do it every day. Just do it how it works for you. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is burnout. So I want you to raise your hand, put the little hand in the chat, type me, whatever, when you're watching this video. If you've ever felt like you're trying to be everywhere, so Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat, Discord, yada, 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 your emails, your blogs, all the places you're spending hours creating content and you feel like no one's ever seeing it. I mean, who hasn't had that happen? Or you feel like you need everything to be perfect before you start. And that is not good. Perfectionism and procrastination are like BFFs and we don't want them to be together. And burnout usually pops in when we try to do it all or when we get stuck in that trap of trying to be perfect. Like, look, I've been there. Everyone in my life knows that I am a perfectionist. So I get it. But here's the thing, your audience would rather see a B version of you on a consistent basis than the A version of you once in a blue moon. Why? Because blue moons do not get paid. Okay. So like I had a client who was struggling with the same thing, right? She wanted everything to be flawless before she would hit record, before she would post, before she would do anything. She was always getting ready to get ready. And so once we shifted her mindset and simplified her process, she actually started creating content that she could actually keep up with. Like that's the key. You don't want to get into this pattern of not being able to do things. So her audience loved it. And they loved her and they still love her. And she's able to manage what it is she does. She doesn't have to be all the places all the time, posting 85 stories a day, 7 days a week. So how do we avoid burnout? Part two, planning, smart content planning. So one of the ways to stay consistent is by batching and repurposing content. I love to repurpose content. You guys have heard me talk about repurposing. It's like having Sunday dinner leftovers for the whole week. Like you cook once and you eat for days. So pick one day, maybe it's a Sunday or a Saturday or a random day during the week that's lighter for you schedule wise. And then just spend a couple of hours creating some videos, some reels, or just some photos. I mean, there's content everywhere, no matter what it is that you do, whatever your service or product is. You just have to recognize it and embrace it. And so, change your outfits, change locations, whatever it is, but then you have content for the entire week, maybe even the whole month. And now from there, you can repurpose. So one video could be a reel today, a post next week, a story 3 weeks from now. It can be a blog post. It can be an email. It's all about maximizing your effort. And on the flip side, you can take a really good email that you sent out and create a video from that, create a faceless reel from that, create a story, create a blog post. Um, you know, you can just take this one piece of content and reuse it. With my live streams that I do, and with these videos that I record, I will use AI tools to chop these videos up, chop the live streams up to make 30 to 40 pieces of content. And those video pieces of content can turn into blog posts, emails, email newsletters. They can turn into faceless reels, carousels, whatever. Um, so I also recommend using like content calendars to help map out your posts in advance because you need a plan. I'm not a planner, which is always so funny. I'm becoming one now because I had this really amazing network news anchor who sat down with me one day talking about my career goals, and he was like, "Jasmine, plan your work, work your plan." I'm like, "Oh, that makes sense." So the same thing with your business: plan your work, work your plan. In the comments of this video, I'm going to put in my YouTube content planner link. It's $17 and it can really help you to get out of that last minute, what do I post? And also, just in the complete interest of full disclosure, I do have VAs who help me with my social media because I have so much content that I create. And honestly, I'd have no time to coach you if I spend all of my time posting. But there's some other tools that you can use that can really help you to get ahead of all of that if you don't have people to help you. So, schedulers. So you've got apps like Later, Planoly, Meta has one for Instagram, Threads, and Facebook. You have Go High Level, Promo Republic, Meet Edgar, Sprout Social, all of those things. Like you can just type out your content, add your video, your carousel, whatever it is that you want, set it and forget it. You can plan out your content for the entire month if you want. I know some people who plan out their flat posts for the whole year, and they spend a couple of hours and it's done for the year. I mentioned AI tools briefly. If you're not using AI tools, please start. They can be such a time saver. They can help you to really quickly generate ideas and auto caption your videos, do some light editing, all those things. And they're just really perfect for busy business owners like you and me, right? I mentioned, I will take these videos and I'll turn it into 30 to 40 pieces of reels, and I don't do that on my own. It would take me days. I run it through Vizard.ai and I'm done in an hour, after I go through and choose what I want. But if you're struggling with that, I am so excited to share with you. I have a retreat coming up that is super exciting. It's an all-inclusive retreat. It's exclusive, and we're going to teach you how to plan and shoot up to a year's worth of content over the course of the weekend. Some of the video will be professionally shot. We will have professional photographers to do a mini branding shoot. There will be speakers who can talk to you about all the things that you need to uplevel your business, whatever it is. So people who can talk to you about strategy, styling, artificial intelligence, content creation, that be me, brand visibility, me. But marketing, just so many great speakers. I mean, this lineup of speakers is impressive, and I'm so excited. But it's a great weekend because you're going to walk away with so much knowledge and so many pieces of content that your year could really be set when you leave from there. So I'm really excited about that. All right. More on that later. So just keep an eye out. That's going to be in April of 2025. Woohoo! Okay, so let's talk about balance. That's the last thing we're talking about today because while content is important, so are you. And look, I know firsthand how hard it is to manage it all between family and work and self care. Content can feel like just one big thing on your plate. But the good news is, when you batch and you automate your content, you can free up more time for yourself and your loved ones. So, I've got homework for you. I know you're like, it's Friday. Why are you giving me homework? I've got homework for you. I want you to look at your weekly schedule and carve out just 2 to 3 hours for content creation. Then spend the rest of the time that you would have spent on creating content doing the things that matter to you. Family, rest, hobbies. It's all about boundaries. Tomorrow, I'm going to the beach if it doesn't rain. That's my rest time. So, and I'll I'll shoot some content while I'm at the beach too. But it's, all about boundaries. So one of the things that we do focus on at the retreat is this exact notion of balance. We want you to leave with all your content done so that you can enjoy the rest of your life without stressing about your next post. Because who wants to do that? Okay. So I have one more thing that I really want to share with you, and that is the Jingle Bell Boost, which is starting October 28th and it runs until the 31st, so Halloween. And it is all about helping you to finish this quarter strong, finish the year strong, have amazing holiday sales. Um, no matter what it is that you sell, no matter what it is that service that you provide, you want to finish the year strong. And the holidays are a great time to do that. So we're going to go through some actionable steps that you can take. There's homework. It's interactive. It's not just me yapping at you. You can ask questions. There'll be hot seats. And I put all the link will be in the comments as well. And again, if you want to simplify your content planning, then grab my YouTube content planner. It'll guide you through exactly what to post and when so that you never feel lost, which will be really handy after you go through Jingle Bell Boost because you're going to get all those tips to really help you to up level your holiday sales. I mean, people are buying. Why shouldn't they buy from you? And there are some really cool fast action bonuses. So you want to jump on that before the timer runs out. So thank you so much for watching. In the meantime, let's keep this conversation going. Drop your comments in the chat, what resonated with you, what your biggest takeaway is, and let me know what questions came up for you because I'm here to support you and guide you every step of the way. All right, my friends, have a great rest of your day, great weekend, and I'll see you live next week, hopefully with a microphone that actually works.